cornerback Michael Coach Jr. Questions for Michael, Greg?
Michael, just give me your evaluation on your play over the course of the year. A lot of good moments, so what have you thought?
Honestly, I feel like I can be better. Just like it's been okay. I can left a lot of plays out there, so it's been okay.
Has the level been different for you? I mean, you've sort of climbed the ladder from JUCO on through. Has this been different? Has it been harder, or is it what you expected?
It's just, to me, been the same. You know, to me, it's just the same thing. It's just football. Like, you know, I'm big on technique, so, you know, if you just have technique in every level, it should be the same. It shouldn't be no big difference.
There was a time where the ball wasn't really thrown in your direction. Does that make you work harder to know that you're going to have to be fine-tuned because there's going to be high expectations when the ball is thrown to your side?
Yeah, it's pretty hard because, you know, you'll go out the game and you like, you know, you're not involved. So to me, it'd be hard because, like, you know, sometimes I'll be lured to sleep in a play that you potentially get lured to sleep. That may be the big play you gave us. So it'd be hard, but I try to stay dialed in every play.
You mentioned big on technique. Was that something you learned early? Is that something that's been reinforced throughout the different places you've been? Speak to that and how it's important to the position you play.
It's very important to me. That's just something I learned like early on, like, you know, because I'm big on it. Because when you have technique at corner, you know, like, you may not need to run full speed, or, you know, you can play slower, you know, because the technique will help slow the game down. So I'm big on it because every level, you know, it's different athletes, faster, stronger. But if you have technique, that levels the playing field.
As a veteran guy, and things have turned around recently, how much, even though you're only one man, how much did you put maybe early season struggles for the group as a whole and criticism for the group? How much do you take that to heart? How much did you want to turn that around just collectively?
Yeah, I take it to heart because, like, as a whole defense and just as in the corner room, like, nobody bigger than the program. So, like, you know, we as good as our weakest link. So, you know, like, it can be the sixth corner and everything. He come in the game, that's a reflection on everybody else. So it's big because we're a team and nobody bigger than the team.
What have you seen from the Arizona State wide receivers? They got some elite guys outside.
Yeah, they're great players. You know, it'll be a great challenge this weekend, and we willing to take on the challenge.
Colorado, they had some playmakers as well. Do they kind of prepare you for something like this weekend?
Most definitely. You know, yeah, most definitely. I think so.
You got a game like Saturday, 7 sacks. How does that change what's going on in the secondary?
That's big. You know, when you got, like you said, 7 sacks, we only got to cover for probably like 2 seconds. So, like, that's big. Like, D-line, they're the heart and soul of the team, and, like, I love it, like, you know, because sometimes, you know, we gonna cover for 2 seconds. Like, I can do that all day. So I love it. Like, they're the heart and soul of the team.
Coach Allen talked about you guys attacking the ball in the air better. When did that kind of click? And obviously you've made some big plays in that part.
Just like throughout the whole season, you know, now, you know, it's about like being in practice, you know, building that reputation, and just keep getting reps over and over and over. And then when you do it in practice in a game, it should be second nature. Just got to trust your technique.
Do you stop and think about your path that, you know, you didn't play high school ball. You told us you were working in a arcade, and all of a sudden now you're playing Power 5 football. Do you even fathom that this is really unusual?
Yeah, I do. I do all the time, you know, but, you know, I just thank God because, you know, everything happened for a reason. So, you know, like, that's why I'm just humble because, like, sometimes in my head I still be like, no way I'm here. So I just, like, take everything in at the moment. Don't try to rush it, or I just take everything in.
How many people doubted you back then when you first tried JUCO football and said, no, that can't work?
Honestly, I really don't know because, like, throughout my journey, I never told nobody what I was doing because that reason right there, like, if I probably told somebody I was going to try out, I probably wouldn't even be here. Maybe 2 people would have told me, like, nah, you can't do it. So really I just kept it to myself. So, yeah, I really didn't know no doubts.
places that you've been. What did you learn in Nevada? What did you learn here? What are some of the things that have helped you become a better football player?
Honestly, just different schemes. Like being in different schemes, like a zone scheme, a man scheme, or run a lot of quarters. So you combine those two, like it just level you up as a player because like every scheme is different. So you in different schemes, it just make you a better overall player.
I'm guessing in Nevada you play more zone. Is that right?
No, Nevada I play more man, a lot of
More
man.
zone here?
Yeah.
Okay.
How have you adjusted your game, or have you had to, with how pass interference has been called
Yeah.
over the years? 'Cause
Yeah.
I'm not trying to get you in trouble, but
No.
it's been called differently
Yeah.
this year than, say, years ago.
Yeah.
Coach Alley even talked about that he's even confused sometimes how
Yeah.
it's going to be called for a player.
Yeah, I mean, that's this game we in. Like, it's an offensive game, so, we try to, like me, like getting a technique, sometimes if I do get a PI, it's because I had bad technique. I'm panicking. So, really, I try to rely so much on my technique so I be more relaxed and try to find the ball in the air. But, like, the referees, they human too. And I really can't get mad. While we playing, I do be like, no way. But, they human too, so I really can't just get mad over.
Is that something that you even watch in film more than just looking at receivers? You look at, okay, how's PI being called? Or
Yeah,
did I really commit PI last week?
Yeah, most definitely. Like, that's the main thing. And then, while you playing, the referee, he'll give you tips on why he called the PI. So you'll be like, okay, I understand.
Sure, you look at the receivers across from you, studying them on film for the game. How much do you look at quarterbacks? Do you try to pick up things from them too?
Yeah, most definitely. I try to, like quarterbacks, I try to, they got their cadence and, 3-step, 5-step, drop steps. And also, like, is he a back shoulder guy, to do the fade ball, do he underthrow it or overthrow it, you can learn a lot from the quarterback.
Did you have any idea about all of that when you were starting out on what you call your journey to here? That you would have to look at all of those things?
No, sir. My first year, I really was just like out there just playing, hoping for the best, and it went well. And like, that's why, like, I'm big on like technique and everything now. Cause like my first year, I had a good season just off not knowing anything. So just picking up the game, I just got so much else to get better on.
You're listed as a senior, but looking at the eligibility rules now, you may have another year left. Have you looked into that? Have you thought about that?
Honestly, no. I really haven't. Because I've been to college for a long time, so that's not even a thing on my mind. So I just hope I can get to the next level.
With your position, it's one-on-one a lot of times. Do you look forward to certain receivers that are on the schedule? I know you're playing the other team, I get that, but it's such a mano-a-mano.
I would say most definitely, but me, I really don't get into the matchup game because every game is all about me. It's about my technique. To me, like, every time a receiver catch the ball, it ain't nothing he did. It's something that I did. So I don't really get into the names because, to me, I feel like if he catch the ball, it's on me.
As a competitor, do you want to see Tyson out there, their receiver? Because it sounds like he's not going to play.
Yeah, most definitely. Like, that'd be a great thing, not just for me, just for the whole corner room, just to display our talents. But most definitely, I'd love to see him out there.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you.